Hey guys, welcome back to Modeling Manhood. Today I'm going to be sharing a story about my dad and a time when he was humbled. And as guys, sometimes our egos and they get the best of us, and we need to be humble and put in our place. And we have these grandiose ideas of being immortal sometimes, and thinking that we're untouchable, and sometimes we fall flat on our faces. So a friend of mine who I mentioned like a month or so ago about walking across the barn with his backpack parachute and his parasail uh, got my dad convinced to try putting this on, but without the motor, so just the parachute now on my dad's back, and we hooked up all the cordage that goes down to where you would put your harness. We hooked it up onto the back of a pickup truck, and we tried several times to basically lift my dad up in the air so he was flying. And we had just combined one of the wheat fields, and he had like little puncture marks all over his chest from every time he got body slammed down to the ground, because we would either run out of field or not drive fast enough to get him up in the air to stay up in the air. And it was definitely entertaining, and I felt really bad for him, and like, oh, he's just got to be aching, and he probably hurts just even thinking about it still to this day. But maybe you guys have had a point in life where you thought that you could do something, and you tried and tried and tried again, and you're like, it's just not going to happen. Um, think about like trying to take something apart or working on something, and you try like all these different ways to make it fit together or work together or come apart, and you're just like, I just can't do it. And you either need to call a mechanic or call an experienced carpenter or something, just to get things straightened out right, because as much as you thought you could do it, you couldn't do it. And that takes humility sometimes, uh, admitting defeat. And as guys, sometimes that's not something we like to do. In the book of James in the Bible, James 4 in verse 10, it says, "Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you." And I don't know about you guys, being humble is definitely something that is learned and gets easier with age. You think about like a bunch of boys on the playground playing King of the Hill or whatever game that they like to play. There's always that one kid that just seems to be like invincible, and everybody wants to take that kid down. And when that kid comes down, sometimes they pout or get angry. And if we're not careful, when we're in that type of situation ourselves, we can get really angry and ugly and say things that we normally wouldn't say. But we need to be humbled, and that's a quality that goes so far. Just admitting you're wrong, or that you're not good enough, or you're not fast enough, or you're just an average Joe is all right, because God still loves you. He wants to do extraordinary things with ordinary people all the time, and I just love that saying. But humble yourself before the Lord. It's not saying humble yourself before man or your family, which is also important, but be humble before the Lord. Be like, Lord, I'm no good at praying. I have a hard time picking up my Bible and reading it, don't know where to go. Just help me. I need your help to get through the day. I'm dealing with this situation or that situation, or I have this friend that I would just love to come to see to know the Lord, and I'm just not able to talk to him. Maybe you can put somebody in their path today, and that's being humble, just asking him for help, and he will exalt you. The Lord wants to lift you up and help you through your struggles, and maybe that's humility for you, or just taking a back seat and let somebody else being the winner or more victorious than you. So that's my challenge for you guys this month. Humble yourself before the Lord, and he will exalt you. And if you see anybody behind a pickup truck getting towed in the air, you might want to just stop and say, hey, I heard this doesn't really go too well, and you might have some broken ribs. And just beware be willing to say enough's enough, know your limits, be humble, and get into your Bible, guys. There's so much that you guys can be learning from this. Things like humility are definitely something that the book called the Bible preaches. See you guys soon. Remember to mirror your maker and journey with Jesus.